The beginning chemist, how to succeed. I am going to assume that all of you are here because you want to succeed in this class. If you didn't want to pass this class, it'd be much easier to be somewhere else, wouldn't it? So I'm going to assume that you all want to pass this class. So here are some ideas that will help you in your pursuit of a passing grade in chemistry. It's very important to be curious and imaginative. Get in touch with the child inside of you that you probably were taught to repress and get rid of. You should be curious. You need to want to know why. Well, why? Why is the sky blue? Yeah, obviously the sky is blue on decent weather days, but don't just be happy with, oh, it's blue. Why is it blue? Why does water break the water bottle when I freeze it in the freezer? Why do the pipes burst when they freeze? Why? 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 You will learn more chemistry and retain more of it and be able to do better on the exams if you understand why, not just what is happening. You need to be willing to do calculations. There is math in chemistry. There is. But we're not doing calculus or anything. We're doing arithmetic and some parts of algebra. Okay, but you have to be willing to try. I have explained things like rearranging equations and orders of operation to a lot of students who were math challenged, who felt like they couldn't get math. And if you're willing to work at it, I will match your effort. And we'll work at it until you give up or you get it. I won't give up on you, okay? If you give up on me, well, that's your own problem. But I'll match your effort. There will be calculations. You need to do them. You need to do homework. Oh, I skipped ahead. You need to do homework. You need to be committed to learning the material. This is going to require time and effort. It's not going to be easy. This is not a fluff class. Okay, if you want a fluff class, go to some other discipline. Chemistry, we don't have any fluff classes. There's just none. It's going to take hard work, and you have to be willing to work at it. And you have to be willing to do homework. You can watch an accomplished pianist play the same piece of music from 12:30 to 1:45 every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon for the whole semester. You could study their fingers, you could take recordings and watch videos, but at the end of the semester, just watching and never touching a piano, would you be able to play like they do? No, because you have to train your fingers how to move like that. And to learn chemistry, you have to train your brain. And the more you work at it, the easier it'll get. It's very, very important not to fall behind. We're going to hit some things a little bit today and more on Thursday that are really important for the rest of the semester. It's important not to blow those off because they'll come back and bite you over and over again. Okay? So stay on top of things. Ask questions as you go along. That's one of the reasons I've given you my cell phone number. When you're working on homework and you've gone back and read through the text and you've looked at the examples, maybe you watched the video about that again, the lecture, still not making sense, text me. I might be at a football game or working on lecture notes or something, but I like answering questions. It's fun. And so by texting, you're never going to be disturbing me. Texts in the middle of the night don't wake me up, and sometimes I'm awake, and I'll text you back. You might have to wait a couple hours, but usually I get back to people pretty quickly. I can answer your question when you have it, while you're struggling with the question in your homework. And then you're engaged. And a lot of times what happens in lecture is, it's really warm in here, it's after lunch, and people are kind of nodding off because it's boring. You fall asleep, you're not engaged. But when you're actively trying to figure something out, that's when you're engaged. If you have the questions, ask them. Consider forming a study group. I'm working on setting up a Facebook page that will be closed. It'll be limited to people enrolled in the class, just to enable you to communicate with each other without, having to give out your personal cell phone number or anything. In case you want to, ask questions of other students, get together for a study group, things like that. So I'll let you know when that becomes available. Let's see what's next here. Oh, this is a great quote from Roald Hoffmann. He was a 1981 Nobel Prize winner for chemistry. He says, "I like the idea that human beings can do anything they want to. They need to be trained sometimes. They need a teacher to awaken the intelligence within them. But to be a chemist requires no special talent, I'm glad to say. Anyone can do it with hard work." You are all capable of succeeding in this class. The question is, are you willing to work hard enough to succeed? And for some of you, stuff might come up in your life this semester, and sometimes you have to make choices. And so if you decide that chemistry is going to have to get cut from your life, I respect that. But if you're going to stay in the class with me, commit to giving your all to it. Just a couple notes about the text. There's questions and problems at the end of each chapter. All of the things that are numbered in blue have answers in the back. I will be giving you assignments on Mastering Chemistry, the online homework, but some of you may need to work more problems. Or if you haven't gotten your financial aid check and you can't buy Mastering Chemistry yet, work on the problems at the end of the chapter. Do the ones where the answer is in the back of the book. But don't just read the question and then go look at the answer. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That doesn't help you out at all. Read the question, write down an answer. Figure it out, and then check yourself to see if you've got it right. So in the problems, the exercises there are all paired. There'll be an odd and an even on a similar topic, and one has the answer in the back and the other doesn't.